Hello and welcome to another episode of Susfaction.
Yes, today is an Acela-centric episode, and I'm Kyle.
And I'm Isella,
And
we're your
hosts.
hosts. Do you remember chain letters?
Oh my god, I hated chain letters. Yes, I remember chain letters. Like, are you talking chain letters like email?
Well, originally they were snail mail.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I was going to ask if you mean like written letters or if you mean like email chain mail.
Both.
Okay.
Both, yep. So today's story kind of comes from us from that time. Like, it's just, that's how it all began. Yeah, so chain letters originated as snail mail and then moved on to email. And then kind of found its life in different forums, and we continue the same tradition of the chain letter. It's just it's done differently now.
Yeah.
So we're talking about a tulpa today.
What's a tulpa?
A tulpa is a distinct autonomous personality created entirely within a person's mind through focused thought, meditation, and visualization. While traditionally viewed in mysticism as a magical thought form, modern practitioners treat it as an intentional, sentient, or imaginary friend that shares the same brain. That's what a tulpa is. Now, in Tibetan mysticism, the term originates from Tibetan Buddhism, where a tulpa, or sprulpa, refers to a materialized spiritual being or mental emanation. Traditional mystics describe it as an entity or object willed into existence through intensive spiritual discipline. That's the one. That's more of the definition that I was thinking of when I originally was like, I want to talk about a tulpa.
Yeah.
In the show Supernatural, they encounter a tulpa more than one time.
Yeah.
The first tulpa they come across is this story that's been handed down verbally about this house and how the owner of the house supposedly murdered his children, and that his spirit still lives in the house, and if you go stay a night in the house, you may encounter this spirit. And how he died changes over time, so depending what story you've been told will really let you know what weapon he's carrying.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So that's the first one, and then in the second instance is a very similar story to one that we've heard, and they call theirs the Thin Man.
The Thin Man.
The Thin Man. And that one is an internet sensationalized imaginary creature that people have pretended to see, spot, and write consistent stories about. So, have you heard of creepypasta?
Of course I've heard of creepypasta. I love creepypastas. I fall asleep listening to creepypastas on the regular.
Oh.
Yeah.
And you sleep okay?
I sleep fine. I have nightmares when I don't fall asleep to scary stuff.
Okay.
Like, I fall asleep to, I've referenced SCP videos in previous episodes, but I fall asleep to SCP videos. I fall asleep to scary stories, true scary stories, animated scary stories, creepypastas. I think my favorite creepypasta ever is called, it's a tie. One is called The Swing.
Okay.
So I recommend everybody look up The Swing creepypasta on YouTube. And then the second one is Real Hunger Can't Be Fed.
Ooh.
It's a good one. And it's narrated by a girl who has the most sensational guttural voice.
Does it sound like a Wendigo?
It's not a Wendigo. It's a vampire story.
It's a vampire.
But
okay.
it's beautifully narrated.
Okay.
And written. And The Swing is terrifyingly detailed. It's like really, you feel it. You feel like you're there. The imagery is really good.
Cool. It's actually typical of people, and I'm one of them, that if you have anxiety, that you enjoy like spooky stuff. Like nothing can really scare you more than your own mind if you're someone who has anxiety. So like that's probably why you find comfort in it, because you're already like,
I'm already anxious all the time. Like I'm already nervous and scared about myself. Like that doesn't scare me.
Right, exactly. So that's very possible. Okay. So the term creepypasta originated around 2006 on the 4chan image board. It is a portmanteau of creepy and copypasta, which refers to viral copy and pasted text blocks. The short horror stories spread across the web like modern day folklore, with authorship often lost due to constant sharing. So, some famous creepypastas early on relying on themes like cursed video games, haunted video games, and rogue AI. Some of the most widely recognized early stories include Jeff the Killer.
Yes.
A story about a boy whose face becomes permanently disfigured, famously known for his phrase, "Go to sleep."
Mm-hmm. It's a story about brothers. I believe it's him and his brother, and then he becomes disfigured, and because he protected his little brother from something. It's crazy.
And then Ben Drowned, or Ben is all capitalized, and then Drowned, a chilling interactive lost episode tale about a haunted Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask cartridge. I don't know what any of that means.
Yes, I do. I do.
The Russian Sleep Experiment.
That one's like... Go ahead.
It's a psychological horror story set in a Soviet-era lab where subjects are kept awake using an experimental gas.
Yes, and that one is so tame compared to like the rest of what creepypastas are about.
Really?
Yeah.
That makes me think of like, because they're being kept awake.
Mm-hmm.
It makes me think of Freddy vs. Jason, where the kids are like given that like dreaming drug or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. So then from 2008 to 2010, mainstream platforms, as the stories grew in popularity, dedicated hubs like creepypasta.com, the Creepypasta Wiki, and Reddit's No Sleep.
No Sleep Reddit, for sure.
Yeah, were established to host and organize this rapidly expanding digital mythology.
That's so crazy. The No Sleep subreddit is so huge. And then, of course, there's 4chan, and then you got, like, YouTube, where things just duplicate and then multiply and then just keep going.
I kind of like it. It's like everything has its own sort of, like, fandom.
Yeah.
And they, what's it called when you, like, write a story based off of another story?
Like a biographical...
No. I can't even think what it's called right now.
Or like
fanfic.
Fanfic? Okay,
yeah,
I was gonna say.
It's almost like everything has its own little fanfic as well. Like that just keeps going and going.
Absolutely. And I love that, because it's like they're already like kind of fanfic in their own way. Like it's almost like, because they take us as people that are the character in these stories, that are the victim or that are the bad guy. Like that's what these creepypastas make you feel like. I don't know. I think it's cool. Okay, so we're going to focus on Slender Man. Yes. In 2009, the Slender Man phenomenon began. Slender Man was created in 2009 by Eric Knudsen on the Something Awful forum for a Photoshop contest. His featureless, towering design and the collaborative lore that followed exploded the genre's popularity. Though Slender Man originated on online forum Something Awful, the majority of tales about him live on the Creepypasta Wiki, where two girls reportedly discovered him. There are so many that the wiki no longer accepts news stories about him. So wow. There's that many stories. Okay. I remember I just
Go ahead.
real quick. I remember when the photos when he made the photos. I remember when those first came out and how creepy they were and how like mysterious they were because nobody knew where they came from because nobody knew about the
Photoshop contest.
The contest.
Right.
They just knew that they saw this picture of this tall, skinny man in a suit with no face and like tentacles in his back. Like it was weird because it was charming. Like the photo, like any kind of concept of Slender Man was charming, but dangerous and like an enticing way. It was just brilliant.
Okay. So, 3 preteens discovered Slender Man on Urban Legend Wiki Creepypasta. The character has inspired art, a YouTube mockumentary, cosplay, and an alternate reality game. According to online mythology, Slender Man is a tall, faceless figure who stalks, abducts, and psychologically terrorizes people, particularly children. 2 12-year-olds from Waukesha, Wisconsin, were charged as adults in 2014 for the attempted first-degree intentional homicide of another 12-year-old. Police say the crime was inspired by the horror mythology of Slender Man, an urban legend that gained wings as an online meme.
Can I stop you and just say real quick that nowadays people will use creepypasta and urban legend interchangeably as if they are the same thing, which they kind of are.
Yeah.
Urban legends are very much creepypastas, and creepypastas are very much... Well, I guess creepypastas are urban legends, but urban legends are not creepypastas.
100%. Like a square and a rectangle.
Yes.
Got it. No, I agree with you.
Okay.
Okay. The victim, also 12, was found collapsed on the sidewalk, suffering from 19 stab wounds after she had managed to crawl out of the woods. She had been invited to one of the accused killer's house under the guise of a birthday sleepover. According to police, however, the attackers had been planning her murder for months as a tribute to the fictional character Slender Man. One of the girls allegedly told police that they believe they were acting as Slender Man's proxies by killing their friend to prove their loyalty. They were then planning to run to what they believed was Slender Man's nearby mansion. It was weird that I didn't feel remorse, one of the girls reportedly told police.
I know which one you're talking about.
Are you sure? I don't know. I feel like if you were mentally unstable, you wouldn't think it was weird that you didn't feel remorse.
I think it's... I think the opposite.
Okay.
I think we're thinking of it differently.
Okay.
Or I mean, in fact, I know we're thinking of it differently. I'm thinking of it as already, like, the girl said, "Okay, I thought it weird. I didn't feel remorse." I think she's telling someone that to let them know, "Hey, I didn't feel remorse." Not because she was actually curious.
Okay.
I think she's saying it to say it out loud so that someone else is being made aware.
Like she would think that they would think it's weird, but she personally doesn't think it's weird.
Correct.
Got it.
Because I have watched the interrogation videos of these girls and everything.
Okay.
Like I went down a rabbit hole on this.
Oh. Okay. On May 31st, 2014, Anissa E. Weir and Morgan E. Geyser lured their friend, Peyton Isabella Lautner, that's it, E, to a wooded area of David's Park in Waukesha, Wisconsin, where they attempted to murder and sacrifice her to the Slender Man, a fictional supernatural being originating in creepypasta. But how did we get here? So, Morgan Geyser and Peyton Lautner, also known as Bella, a nickname used at the time of the crime, were childhood best friends from Waukesha, Wisconsin. They later befriended fellow Waukesha resident Anissa Weir, who became particularly close to Geyser because they lived in the same apartment building and shared an interest in creepypasta, including the popular supernatural fictional character Slender Man, which Lautner reportedly found frightening.
As she should as a 12-year-old girl.
Right.
Grown men are the ones who created this, creepypasta. Yeah. So it's of course you should find it frightening.
It wasn't made for you.
No, it wasn't.
That's why. Okay. Interrogators were told that Geyser and Weir's obsession with the Slender Man began.
Go for it. Own it. I love it. I own it.
As early as September 2013. Sorry, I don't know why I said it that way.
I loved it.
As their interest in the Slender Man grew, Geyser and Weir believed the character was real and would hurt them and their families if they did not offer him a sacrifice. They planned to kill Lautner to appease Slender Man and prove that he was real. Geyser and Weir had previously planned to kill Peyton, either in her sleep or in a bathroom, but did not carry out either plan. On May 31st, 2014, during a game of hide-and-seek in heavily wooded Davids Park near Waukesha, Wisconsin, Geyser and Weir pinned Lautner down and stabbed her 19 times in the arms, legs, and torso with a 5-inch long, or 13 centimeters, depending where you're listening, blade. She suffered 2 stab wounds to major organs. One wound very narrowly missed a major artery, and another went through her diaphragm, cutting into her liver and stomach.
Yeah. The poor girl was, cut up like a goddamn Virginia ham. And the guy that she had stopped, the biker, the whatever, the cyclist, he said that, he couldn't even tell if she was alive or dead because of how much blood there was.
Right. Yeah. This is a quote from Peyton about the attack. They just wanted to go on a walk, and I didn't think much of it. It's just a walk. It's in Waukesha. What bad stuff happens in Waukesha, Wisconsin? Anissa told me to lie on the ground and cover myself in sticks and leaves and stuff to hide, in a sense. But it was really just a trick to get me down there. I got up, grabbed a couple trees for support, I think, and then just walked until I hit a patch of grass where I could lay down. I couldn't focus much because my body was working so hard to keep itself alive. It was probably vision isn't really a priority right now.
That little girl grew up in minutes.
Yeah.
She matured in minutes from that.
Remember that's a quote from a 12-year-old.
Yeah.
Guys, that's... Yeah.
It's insane. Her 2 best friends just tried to kill her, to sacrifice her to something that doesn't exist.
Right.
Because the 2 girls are delusional. Well, one's delusional and one is following along because she's just an impressionable 12-year-old.
Right. After the attack, Weir and Geyser told Lautner that to lie down while they sought help, which they did not do. Lautner dragged herself to a nearby road where she was found by a cyclist who called emergency services. Surgeons operated for 6 hours to treat critical trauma to arteries and tissue in her torso and abdomen. Operating surgeon Dr. John Kellman said that if the knife had gone the width of a human hair further, she wouldn't have lived.
Wow.
Lautner left the hospital 7 days after the attack.
Yeah, that girl's a trooper. She's like a little beast.
Right. Yeah. 5 hours after the attack, police apprehended Weir and Geyser near a furniture store. I'm not even going to try and say that. on Interstate 94, approximately 4.9 miles from the attack location, or 7.9 kilometers.
Right.
During pre-trial psychiatric evaluations, Geyser disclosed lifelong visual and auditory hallucinations. starting in early childhood. These typically included figures she interpreted as ghosts, colors melting down walls, and imaginary friends named Maggie and Sev, which could have been Tulpas.
Yeah.
Like I mentioned earlier.
Yeah, the girl, like, honestly, and I want to keep going in so we can hear more. But that girl honestly just is so interesting to watch, like, in the interrogation videos. Like, just because of how little she cares about what she did, but how much she believes in what she did. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Right. One reoccurring hallucination was a man she named It, whose body was the color of smoke and ink. She perceived It as standing behind her in mirrors or shifting around corners. So that could be like an evil spirit even.
Yeah. Shadow demon, shadow being.
Yeah. Correctional officers reported that Geyser frequently talked to herself, pretended to be a cat, and kept ants as pets. She reported seeing unicorns and having ongoing conversations with Slender Man and other fictional characters such as Severus Snape.
That's dope.
Lord Voldemort.
Just checking your mic. That's dope too.
And one of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
That's even doper. Like, see, stick with the Harry Potters and the Ninja Turtles. Why you go Slender Man and all of a sudden?
Oof. In the fall of 2014, Geyser was relocated to the Winnebago Mental Health Institute and was studied there for competency to stand trial. Right. On October 22nd, 2014, Geyser was diagnosed with early onset childhood schizophrenia.
Right.
Okay. Both her and Weir were found not guilty by reason of insanity. Although I didn't see much about how they tested Weir or how she responded to things, but she also was found not guilty by reason of insanity and committed to secure psychiatric facilities. Weir was sentenced to 25 years and released in 2021 to live with her father. But terms of her release were that she had no access to social media and limited internet use. So, like, probably for job applications.
Yeah.
Geyser was sentenced to 40 years and released in 2025 to live in a group home to be kept under supervision until 2058.
And I believe they gave her more time because she was more competent, like, mentally. I believe they gave her more time because I think they believed that she was less mentally ill, quote unquote. I'm using air quotes here. Mm-hmm. But you know what I mean? Like, out of the two, she was the more...
No, she was the one that was the scary one.
Wait, Geyser?
Yeah. Yeah.
Why did I mix those two up? Okay, well then disregard everything I just said.
She also, I want to say...
I'm surprised because the other one, that it definitely was sane. Like, she was just manipulated.
Yeah. She's the one that got released early and got to live with her dad. But with limited usage of computer, basically.
Right.
The thing about Geyser is when she was at first in the group home, like, not that long after being there, she cut off her ankle monitor and escaped.
Yeah.
And they brought her back. Like, they just got her back in custody and that was it. I don't know. I didn't read anything about them adding time or anything.
Breaking probation.
They should have locked her back up.
Breaking parole or whatever.
But they didn't.
They should have. But, I mean, she's interesting, and I love that you mentioned that they studied her. Because, like, it's just... Why I find it so interesting is because she's 12.
Yeah.
I've seen this behavior from people my age in their 30s. Like, I've seen this behavior in real life from people that are adults. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Because I have my own mental health journey, and I've spent time in mental health facilities, and I've been told that I was possessed by Satan, by someone who was very much mentally unwell.
Oh.
Like, yeah, they didn't, like, I mean, I don't believe in any stretch of the term that I was possessed.
Right.
They, though, fully did. And, like, I've seen people that are very, very frightening. And this girl was so interesting because of how young she was. It's just
right.
all that fractured mind, all that fractured mentality in such a young person, and all that, like, all that chaos that just bubbles over the top and clouds her judgment. It's just so bizarre.
Right. I think that with her history of already seeing and having imaginary friends and all of that, that made her a prime, like, candidate susceptible to a Tulpa like Slender Man.
Oh, for sure.
Because she already had them in her life. She already had Tulpas.
She was already making them.
Yeah.
And
she was making them with her mind.
Yeah. And she had, like, and kids, I, as an adult, find children's imaginations fascinating. Yeah. Because I try to use my imagination as an adult, and it's not as easy as it once was.
No, it's not. It's not as easy. And,
being writers, like, both of us are, like, that's not something that's easy to actually handle. And deal with, because
that's where writer's block comes from.
Yes. Exactly.
Yeah, I have people who know that I'm writing a book. They come up to me and they go, "How's your book?" I'm like, haven't written in a while.
Right. Don't ask.
I was like, don't ask. It's coming along. Yeah. No, I was like, I have enough for like 2 comic books right now, but I want it to be like a book.
Yeah.
So it's not finished yet. But dang, I lost what I was gonna say.
I interrupted you. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
We have it on record. We can rewind.
That's true. No, I finished my notes already. It was just something I was going to add about. I don't remember.
You were talking about her cutting off her ankle monitor and escaping, and then them not doing anything.
No, it was in relation to what you said, actually, about her early onset schizophrenia. But the fact that she's being 12, a lot of people, if you reverse those numbers, that's when they that's about the age that they get diagnosed with schizophrenia, about 21, in their 20s. It happens a lot with law students. So like in the advanced 20s, that's when it happens. When someone's brain is under so much intense pressure and anxiety, that's when they have a mental break. I've heard of it in at least like degrees of separation. I know someone who knows someone who had a mental break in law school and got diagnosed with schizophrenia.
Wow.
So and it happens. I've read about it and I've seen it in shows and all sorts of things. But so schizophrenia is something that typically gets diagnosed in your 20s.
Right.
And she was diagnosed at 12. And she said that she experienced things well before that. So that is very interesting, and that's probably why they were like, we need to study her,
right?
Because it was so uncommon. But that's all I have about the Tulpa.
I love this story. I think I hate the story because I hate that it happened. I hate that something that was meant no harm at all.
Yeah. It was for entertainment purposes.
Yeah, created something so heinous and a crime so disastrous. Yeah. But luckily and thankfully, the girl survived. In this case.
Yes, I'm so glad she survived. When I had originally heard this story and I heard that they had intended on killing her in a bathroom, I for some reason made up in my mind that they did do it in a bathroom in a park.
Oh, right.
But that's not what happened. It was in the woods. So I meshed the two, the truth and the previous plan together. Right. And that's what I had thought happened. But yeah, that's all we have about the Tulpa. It also kind of serves as a little bit of a warning to, monitor
your
who's
children.
who's consuming what. Yes, your children, and the level at which, level of horror that they are consuming.
Exactly. And to the extent of which they're the extent of their belief in it too.
Yeah.
Or
definitely.
the extent of which they know fact from fiction.
Right. And my kids love scary things, and we talk about it. So I think that helps. Like,
Right.
I'm not going to say, well, you can't watch this because, look at mommy's job.
Right.
I talk about scary things. So it's important that you open up communication. And if communication is open and they're like, oh, what's this creepy thing? You can tell them the origins of it. I told my kids, Slender Man's not real, right? It was invented in a Photoshop contest. And they're like, oh, really? And
yeah, I've talked to your kids about Siren Head. And oh my gosh, they've told me about creepypastas I didn't know about.
Yeah, and a lot of times they know that it's like for fun and for entertainment.
Oh, absolutely.
Because that's just how we approach things in our household. I'm not giving parenting advice to anyone. All I'm saying is, like, some people are more susceptible, and just look out for people.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's all.
All right. Well, join us again next week for another episode at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Thursday evening. Remember to trust no one.
Question everything. Awesome. And if you want to send us your stories, like creepy stories about... it is summertime, so send us your camping stories or anything related to history, dark history. We're down for anything strange that's happened that's happened to you, someone you know, someone that knows someone that knows someone that knows someone that you heard. We don't care. Just send us your stories, and you can reach us at suspectionpod@outlook.com. Again, send us your stories at suspectionpod@outlook.com. And then we do have an Instagram.
Yes, our Instagram is @suspectionpod. We have links in our bio for our Amazon Music, YouTube, and Spotify. We also have a Patreon. And on Patreon, we post true crime stories similar to the one that you just heard. Mm-hmm. And that is once a month at the end of the month. This month of June. Sorry, we're recording early.
Early. This is a big day.
This month of June, we are covering Wendy Williams. So that's kind of a current events / crime. Because there are crimes going on against Miss Wendy Williams right now.
I'm going to do that the whole time you are recording that. I cannot wait.
That is okay. I have not decided what July's true crime story will be about. So you'll have to listen to the next episode to find that out. But we have one more Camp Cryptid episode after this one. And then we're going to do 2 pirate stories for you. Mm-hmm. And then we may dive into some more conspiracies. The series is going to be called They're Poisoning Us. So if you have any conspiracy theories about how they're poisoning us, please email us.
Email us at suspectionpod@outlook.com.
All right.
All right. Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.